Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of our modded series. So today we started things in the end because it's the end of the series and bye bye. Sorry, stupid joke. We're going to try and farm the Ender Dragon. So let's get started. First things first, we first have to determine where does he exactly spawn, and once we determine that point exactly, we would be able to make our contraption around it. So I brought an angel block and this seems to be the spot. So we put it here and a block of draconium on top because he will destroy the angel block and I have to do this all over again. I could have also used endstone, I guess, but where would you find the endstone in the end? Aha, he spawned. So we just have to get rid of him and start working on our contraption. So as a side bonus, we're also duplicating dragon eggs because I killed one dragon and we have 2 dragon eggs. One of them is stuck up here. That's cool. I don't care. Well, the idea is that we're going to use 6 fans from mob grinding utilities to keep the Ender Dragon fixed in a central position, and then we have to find a mechanism to kill him. So I'm just going to give the upgrades. I don't know how many upgrades I should give him. The distance is right now 15 blocks, but I think it might be too much because the hitbox of an Ender Dragon is 16 by 16 by 8. So this might not work, but we will give it a test. And since we have open modular turrets in the game, we are going to use a railgun. And I hope it actually works because some guns do not work on the Ender Dragon. I tried it a lot with immersive engineering and none of the turrets worked. Also the Tesla coil didn't work, so I'm guessing this will also not work. We will see. Well, he can't move, but he's not actually in the center position. The railgun is also shooting, but the bar is not going down, so the gun doesn't work. Are you actually using bullets, or am I imagining things? It is firing bullets. Huh. It has fired bullets, and it's still firing. Okay. So first we have to find the mechanism to hold him in the center, and then I will find the killing mechanism. I just realized that we never talked face to face. How are you? How's life? Not so good, I guess. Alright guys, I had some consistency issues with the previous design. I want him to be fixed in the center, otherwise I cannot find the killing mechanism which works. So this time the distance between the fans and the central block is 12. I hope this time it works. Yeah, he fits perfectly. Just don't move. If he breaks one of the fans, then I'm kind of screwed. It seems to be working. Yeah, he's not moving, everything is fine, and but he's fluctuating 1 or 2 blocks, which has me worried. Yeah, I'll do some recalculations. Aha, so 13 blocks distance and with 3 range upgrades. It will work and he will stay there. You don't need the side fans, only the central fans are working. They were just for a test, which didn't work. Well, the turret didn't work, but I'm guessing we can shoot him with arrows. I hope. Because he's flying, he's not sitting there, and arrows should work. Well, just as an FYI, I think the arrows don't work. They're not actually missing the target, which is weird. Huh. Well, this could be a stupid idea, but a prime TNT will fall 77 blocks before it detonates. So there's a 77 block distance between here and the center. And it doesn't blow up anything else. Cool, we can give it a test. Personally, I think even if this fails, it's going to be an amazing scene. And it's not failing, it's actually working. In your face, you flying baboon. Good. So that was 1 stack of TNT, and will it kill him? Nope. Okay, TNT is cheap. We can make a lot of them. You know guys, the main reason that I tried to build this farm was for dragon eggs, and for some reason we're duplicating them. I have like 10 right now, and a lot of them are just scattering around. So I don't know if even there's a point of finishing this farm, but yeah, we should finish it because it's actually very satisfying to watch TNT fall and destroy the dragon. So let's continue. The next part would be to automate the spawning of the Ender Dragon. I don't know if I can use mechanical users in order to put the end crystals on top of the bedrock, but I'm willing to give it a try. I do not have actually additions in the pack, which gives me phantom placers, but maybe this will work the same, I'm not sure. But we just have to give it some sort of blast protection. So, is a hardened conduit facade actually blast proof? The right one is hardened, the left one is normal. And yes, the right one survived. Very cool, very nice. And in order to protect the mechanical users from the explosion, I also brought a block protector from Rftools. We're going to give it power, and we put it here. Then I have my wrench, we select it. Clear, selected block, okay, selected block, okay, cool. And then we right click on the mechanical users. So in case of an explosion, at the cost of RF, we will be able to protect them. Alright guys, I'm not going to bore you to death because of my failures, but the mechanical users or any kind of block placer that I have in the pack cannot place end crystals on the bedrock, because the end crystals have a slightly bigger hit point and, well, nothing can place it next to it. It has to be either 1 or 2 blocks away. I do not have phantom placers because I do not have actually additions in the pack. So if the run on Carpus from Botania fails, which it has failed, we have to do it manually. You really don't want to do it, right? Are you sure? You can try. Okay, fine. I use every option available, every block bracer and even ME formation plane. It doesn't work. Well, if I cannot automate the end crystals, the least I can do is to automate the TNT, and for that we're going to use an advanced entity detector from Draconic Evolution, and it has a fixed output mode. It's not sending a pulse, and that's kind of important. Endermen are also blacklisted on the entity detector because we get Endermen spawning up here. And we also need to invert it because I need a redstone signal in order to turn off the TNT thing. So when the Ender Dragon is actually spawned, the redstone signal gets cut off and TNT starts dropping. And when the Ender Dragon is no longer with us and he's in heaven, well, the TNT will stop again. So we are going to use a redstone receiver here and a repeater, so this should work. And then the redstone transmitter, we just click it like so, and we go down. It's a very long drop. That's actually very far. Wait, okay, I'm stuck. Really? So we put the transmitter here, and this should work. It's not active because of the Enderman, so at least that part works. So I can remove our lever and put TNT inside our dispenser, and then we can test this thing and see if it works. Alright guys, I'm going to spawn a new dragon, and the idea is that the entity detector will detect the Ender Dragon and send a redstone signal. That gets inverted and TNT will start falling. And when the Ender Dragon is killed, the opposite will happen, and of course the TNT should stop. We will waste a little bit of TNT, but TNT is cheap. I mean, I really don't care if we waste even a stack. And to supply this thing with TNT, I'm just going to use an ender chest. We will also hook it up to our applied energistic system with a crafting card, and it will automatically provide us with TNT. So technically we're done here. It looks very ugly, but it's too tall. I don't know how to fix it. So we have 13,000 tiny piles of neutrons and almost 100,000 nether stars from a stupid little farm. So I was thinking maybe we can get into Avaritia a little bit and make some of the singularities. Maybe not all 12 of them that we need at the same time, but maybe 3 of them. You cannot make even 400, okay. They're basically worthless. You need thousands of them and you cannot even make a... okay. I'll do the crafting and I will bring you back. You know guys, just making these neutronium compressors cost me almost 1000 nether stars. The crystal matrix ingots, they are very expensive. I use EMC for them, but even crafting them requires a lot of diamonds and a lot of nether stars, which are in short supply right now. So we have a compressor. I don't think it needs power. It doesn't, right? So which singularities do we have? I know that we have to make 12 of them for the eternal singularity, but we start with the first 3, gold, iron and lapis. Yeah, should be fine. We are getting a lot of dimlets from our Enderman farm, but making the Rftools Dimension for emerald requires a lot of power, which I don't have right now. I do not have a permanent place in mind, and this is a temporary setup anyway, because we need 9 more of them to go at full speed. So, any place is as good as the other one. We're going to set them up here for now, until we are able to make more of them. And we are going to use item conduits with speed upgrades, and I need a wrench. I also made 3 energy condensers Mark II, and we are going to supply it with nether stars. It will provide us with the blocks that we're going to need. They will be extracted and put inside the neutronium compressors. I know that you should use translocators, but they crash my game for some reason, and Enderio conduits are the best options that I have, because I'm also afraid to use ultimate logistical transporter from Mekanism. Mekanism is weird. If you attach it to something that it does not like, it just crashes your game. I also need to put this on round robin so that it will divide the nether stars equally. Cool. We're using a lot of them. It feels so sad. So I just have to wait for them to fill, and then we will start the process. So all of them are full of nether stars, and now we can start duplicating items. So iron, which is not that expensive. Gold, which is going to be horrible. Yes, it is. And lapis. It's worse than iron. Anyway, we are going to need almost 25,000 blocks of iron in order to make 1 singularity, and probably we're going to need like 200 singularities, and I don't think we can keep up with the nether stars. Oh, well, first of all, it's going up right now, but you should also consider that in the past 10 minutes I used 10,000 nether stars, so it's not keeping up, because it uses stacks or 2 stacks at a time. We cannot even make 3 singularities at the same time, which is very bad. We cannot cheese this without emeralds. Also, considering that all of my nether stars are now allocated to the energy condensers, we need another source of EMC for personal use, so I have to start spawning vindicators. We have plenty of mob essence, and this should still work, right? I wanted to do some adventuring, and I thought since we have access to tiny piles of neutrons, maybe we should make some cosmic meatballs because they're a much better source of food. And since we have a butcher shop, I thought I'd just come here and gather some meat. Why is this place so laggy? What the? How? Did you turn vegan? Where is he even? The other one's doing its job. Where the hell are you? I'll find you. So, I have no clue what went wrong with him, because the other one is still working and this one is not. Golems are not very reliable. He actually worked and we have a couple of stacks of food, but I don't know why he stopped. Okay, I stopped the gold one because it's too expensive. It requires 18,000 EMC per block, this one requires 2,300. So for now we're stopping the gold one. And for the food, we're just going to use Botania because it's a mod that is always reliable. Biscuits of Totality are the best source of food, and they will fill in your saturation and hunger hunches regardless of how much hungry you are. They are actually the best source of food. And my adventuring mission was to find a Guardian Temple, because I need Guardians. I do not have Quark in the pack, and this is the only place you can find Guardians. I need them to have some tests with Thaumcraft, because I want to dissolve them in liquid death and see what kind of crystals do they provide. I brought potions and milk bottles, but I'm not sure actually we're going to need them, because I have my sigil from blood magic, and that should remove all water source blocks around me. And we also take some samples, which should be nice. Okay, that happened. Does it happen this fast? I was expecting it to take a little bit longer. It's okay, we have milk, we will use the milk, and you just wasted my potions. I brought soul vials because I want to take this guy back home, and don't move, dude. Okay, entity is blacklisted. Fine. Well, if Enderio failed me, Industrial Foregoing will not, so I can just put him in a safari net and take him back home. Cool. So the sigil causes a lot of lag, and I think we should... Oh my god, he gives me mining fatigue every 30 seconds. So we have to do this the old-fashioned way because it causes a lot of lag and I cannot fight anything. So let's get rid of the other ones. He doesn't realize that mining fatigue will not protect him. So if we dissolve this guy, what will he give us? Oh, that was fast. So Aqua and Alienus. Okay, that is good. Is it every time or do they give us different things every different time? So? Oh, okay. We also get Bestia. That is fine. Well, my chief science officer informed me that golems have been fixed. Thank you so much. Really? He died. The last thing that I want to do today is to make the speed upgrades from extra utilities too, because we're going to need them a lot for the mechanical users. I want to open the dimlet parsers that we have and also upgrade some Tinker's tools. So it's a long and tedious thing and I don't know why I have lag. So let me restart my client, make some crafting, and I will bring you back. This time, instead of making a manual mill and right clicking for half an hour, I thought we make some solar panels and make it much easier. I made 30 of them. I don't know how much GP each resonator will use. I think it's around 20 or something, so 30 sounds okay. If we speed upgrade it, maybe... Oh, that was 3 rows of 10. Interesting. I did not plan that. It uses 8. Huh. I can use another one then. I never liked this part of extra utilities too, so having 2 resonators at the same time without the manual mill makes me happy. Yep, it does make me very happy. Those guys are working. They're working fine, there's nothing wrong with them. I don't know what happened to our butcher, I really don't. He's been working quite well now. Now that we have some burnt stone, I made some dragon egg meals and we should be getting a lot of GP and we can continue with our progress. So 500 and... not 500? What? Power penalty. Yeah, okay, it's fine. 700 is also fine. We don't need more. Out of all the devices that you have to automate using applied energistics, I hate the enchanter from extra utilities 2 the most, and I don't know why I still have some lag. So it needs power, it needs GP, it needs speed upgrades, it needs import buses, and it's so complicated. And it needs 15 bookshelves. I don't know why, and I just messed it up there. It's fine, I can make another one. I cannot believe that I finally managed to put all the recipes inside this stupid device. That took a very long time, but it's fine now because now we can make the speed upgrades and use the mechanical users from the next episode. And life will be very good. But before we finish, there is something that I need to take care of. There is a zombie pigman and he's been making noises all this time. Alright guys, it's also time to wrap up the episode. Next episode we are going to make an Rftools Dimension for emeralds and hopefully we will have enough EMC in order to run all 12 singularities at the same time. And I have purple eyes. I didn't know that. Oh, it's the goggles of revealing. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.